list of very important, prestigious people that I will be introducing on stage. The first person that will be making his remarks, he is now the Executive Director of the Hmong American Center here in Wausau. Please welcome B. Van Her.
Testing. Welcome, Yojong. My name is B. Van Her. I am the new Executive Director for the Hmong American Center. First and foremost, you always got to thank the person before you, Ling Zhang. It's always been a pleasure. I have worked under you for many years, and I have followed you. And so it's great to see that you have moved on, but at the same time as your goals and your vision are still leading the Hmong American Center. Secondly, I want to announce myself alone. Nhớ rằng sẽ là cũng bây giờ bị vắng hơn của từ director chat về các Hmong của lúc bảo hiểm linh sống bảo chân chat về mình sẽ có tốt hơn. Secondly, I just want to say thank you to the committee. I know it's been many hard months, long meetings, but you know it finally came to play, and we are finally here. We're finally doing this. Welcome to the 8th annual Hmong Wausau Festival. With this festival, we have gone through many challenges, many cuts. But at the same time, as you know what, we as public servants, we value the experience of our community and the community at large. So glad that everybody is able to be here. Community members, to volunteers, to staffs, thank you for all your hard, long hours and your preparations for this event. Next, I just want to say thank you to all the local, county, and federal state leaders. It's nice to see everybody come back every single year. Before I do leave the stage, I did want to say one thing. I became a volunteer and a public servant in 2017. Ever since I became a volunteer and a servant, I've been under the Tony Evers' administration, being such a good state leader. He has led by example of how to treat your neighbor, how to love your own people. And Tony Evers, Governor, I am saddened that you are going to retire soon, but it is an honor to have been a public servant under your administration, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, B-Man. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Next up, making some remarks, he is the leader within our Hmong Clan 18 system here in Marathon County. Please welcome the president of the Hmong 18 Clan, Hmoob Zhang. Welcome, Hmoob Zhang.
Ok, giờ qua chơi về trong đi sản xuất được là tiền nó sẽ giờ, có thể bỏ điตัวtrong cần gõ nó chứ, sao là tiền nó, lòng bắt tan trái số có tờ là tiền nó chứ, khăn sầu nó bỏ có nhau cái tiền lại, giờ bây giờ có gì sản nè, giờ đi tô nó chỉ trả là về thảo về là lụt nè. Rong xuyên đâu giờ, xong nó ở bên này có chi, trả cả là sao là gia đình nó, bên Hmong Wausau, trả cả một lũ công sinh, trả bên hồ lũ gì lũ giò, gia đình nó rong xuyên cần cầu, trả cổ Hmong thì và điểm tới gì lần một chỗ xử lý xong nó bắt tham bị của là sơ chế đồ gì lần họ chờ lỡ nó là một chỗ đồ bên lũ còn Hmong, cho nên cho chúng xài lúa và tôi bác kia họ lựa cho lũ còn Hmong là giờ lũ ngàn nó này. Bây giờ có gì sang nhau họ mình tăng khảo đi nó là bây giờ chân rong nên tụt chết tụt gì một ít gì chứ vấn đề sẽ được cho ở một nơi bên thêm một lúc ngàn nó là trâu số lúc xong vấn đề cho tung chạy rồi sẽ được cho đâu họ nói là dòng xe cần cầu hạt tiền lúc nào bên lúc công trình nào bên qua số xong bên cô bỏ tù cả bên nữa là cho nó cho chứ America số tù cô tôi còn bên tàu mua cầu tự xong nó bên cho cầu gì sang là giờ bên trên mông nhớ cho mình tặng khâu đi nó dòng xe cần cầu tiệp bên sẽ được số tù cho tàu sầu cho dòng qua dòng có lối tên là chứ có lối tua là có lối bỏ tàu tiệp bên trên mông nhau đó nhưng giờ ý chí chẳng chân theo anh nói giờ phải chẳng chân lại bên qua tên giả trong đi trả là vừa cho nó chứ lời chia lì sa cho còn bên chia theo mỗi bên sai cho lúc xả xăng họ cho anh nói là trong lúc xí hở nó không trong lúc chạy lúc nhung là trong lúc chạy nó là bên sẽ được trên mông vô tàu sửa xì và đây chỉ là bên vô tàu xí còn tên lúc ngàn từ bên tua là trong một cái cho nhỏ xin đầu xin trả xin chê lì giả bên vô tua và dòng còn lúc tên là chứ bỏ tàu bên trên mông tôi nhớ trong lúc tên chờ nó là cả bên và dòng thế rồi chia bên thêm một măng mỏ nữa đâu họ nói là thâu qua cho đôi ít chồng cái tin nước trà nên sẽ được nhắc cái đi cái gì cho tuân đầu bàn giờ bàn là giờ cháu một không và rau món nó bên không vào sổ nhau trâu nó bên và trâu và đi những tốt sao bên cho xong giờ nên là bên cháu có gì sẵn nhau nó là bên nhìn dòng giống này nên tôi cứ nhớ cứ chia tôi đỡ tôi hú tôi cắt tôi rồng nên một ba một chế là một đứa một rồng một cầm hát chỉ được tay còn hú chỉ được tờ lời xong này bây giờ mua là bây giờ bạn này sẽ được tốt hơn bây giờ hôm nay lúc đó mua là bây giờ tốt hơn này thì còn này sẽ được khử giặt cho là cả tàu dàn đó Wausau.
I just think I see him across.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Can we all give the Hmong 18 Clan Council President another round of applause, please? Thank you very much. I do apologize, but to all our non-Hmong speakers, there will be no translation services up here. And they said to me, hey, I should do it. I said, you know, if I were to do it, it might be all wrong, okay? And number two, we're going to be here till all day. So that's just not going to work. So please, we ask for your forgiveness in that. There will be no translation services, but Hmoob basically welcomed each and every one of you here to this event, and that your attendance is very important. Very important to our community, so thank you. Going forward though, I believe this next speaker, no translator is needed because he is the leader of our community here, the leader of Wausau, and he's powerful, speaks very genuinely, and walks his talks. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the leader, the mayor of the city of Wausau, Mayor Doug Denny.
Thank you, Isaac. Boy, he brings the energy, doesn't he? Naoshang Sumxia. What a great and glorious day it is to be in Wausau. And there's nothing like the Hmong Festival to remind us how fortunate we are to live in a city that celebrates its people, its diversity, and its shared future. This festival isn't just something we host here in Wausau, it's part of who we are. With one of the largest Hmong populations per capita in the country, Wausau is proud to be a home where tradition and opportunity grow side by side. We are especially proud to welcome several distinguished guests, Governor Tony Evers, Lieutenant Governor Sarah Rodriguez, Congressman Tom Tiffany, Senator Tom Txog, Administrator Leonard, President Nehu Zhang of the Hmong 18 Clans Council, and our keynote speaker, acclaimed Hmong American visual artist, Ahuish Her. Thank you all for being here. Your presence reflects the significance of this event, and the strength of the Hmong community throughout Wisconsin. This weekend we celebrate the richness of the Hmong culture through exciting sports competitions, traditional modern dance, singing performances, a colorful grand parade that we witnessed, a vibrant mix of food, arts, and community connection. We also should take an opportunity, as we heard the governor mention, to celebrate, take a moment to honor our Hmong American veterans and their families, those who served bravely during the secret war in Laos and helped build a new life in America. Your sacrifice, strength continue to shape this community, and we thank you. And as we notice their absence today in uniform, I believe they're in Milwaukee at a funeral. The last several funerals that I've been to, I took note that there was a flag-draped casket, and that flag was the flag of the United States of America. It's a reminder that our Hmong veterans were American soldiers before they were Americans. And their journey that led them here is why we're here in part today. So this festival has become one of the Midwest premier cultural gatherings, welcoming more than 16,000 attendees, 70 sports teams, and dozens of vendors. Its impact is certainly economic, but more important, it brings people together. It strengthens the bonds of identity, pride, and place. The Hmong American Center, to the Hmong American Center, the organizers, sponsors, and volunteers, thank you for your tireless dedication. You've created something lasting and deeply meaningful for Wausau and beyond. To everyone here today, whether you're competing, performing, supporting, or simply enjoying, thank you for being part of this celebration. Welcome to the 2025 Hmong Wausau Festival. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Doug Denny. Everyone, please give him another round of applause, please. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you very much. All right, I want to apologize, but this was my job, and I didn't do it, all right? To get onto the stage, I apologize to our special guest speakers today. To get onto the stage, you walk outside the tents, go to the back. You'll see an opening, go through that opening, and then you'll see the steps that walk up onto the stage, and that's how you get here. So they said that was my job. I hope that's not grounds for termination, but that's how you get here on stage, so I do apologize to our special guest speakers. Up next, she is from Blaine, Minnesota, and correct me if I'm wrong when she gets up here, when you get up here. I believe she's here for the first time speaking. She may have been here before for the festival, but she could be here for the very first time speaking as a guest up here. But this individual is a Hmong American artist whose practice engages primarily with legacies and potentials of landscape, portraiture, and documentary photographic traditions and aesthetics, creating works that examine identity, belonging in Hmong diasporic communities. She is an assistant professor at the University of Minnesota. She went to Yale University. Ladies and gentlemen, one of our keynote speakers today, please welcome from Blaine, Minnesota, Pahoa Her.
All right. Welcome everybody. I'm so grateful to be up here to speak to you all. I'm gonna preface this by saying when I was asked to be a keynote speaker, I was really nervous because I am not a public speaker, and so I am sorry in advance if it's not good. But first and foremost, I want to say good morning, Wausau. Good morning, elders, leaders, brothers, sisters, and friends. My name is Pahua Ho, and I am the eldest daughter of Ningju Ho Tia Molly. I am also from the great state of Minnesota. What an honor to stand before you today at Hmong Wausau Festival, as we gather not just to celebrate, but to remember the immense courage it took to step onto unfamiliar soil, to remember the profound sacrifices woven into the fabric of our very existence here, to remember 50 years, half a century of the Hmong story in America, a story defined above all else by resilience. 50 years ago, our story in America began not with fanfare, but with flight. It began in the shadows of war, in the treacherous mountains of Laos, and in the desperate scramble for survival. It began in crowded refugee camps in Thailand like Ban Vinai and Pananikon, where uncertainty was the only certainty. And then it began here, arriving with little to no more than the clothes on our backs, the strengths in our spirits, the weight of unimaginable loss and dislocation on our shoulder. We were strangers in a strange land. The language was foreign, the customs unfamiliar, and the cold winter nights, winter of the Midwest, right? Especially shocking. But look around us. Look at what Resilient has built. It wasn't just about surviving those harsh first few years, though that in itself was a triumph. It was about thriving. It was about taking root in new soil and refusing to be defined solely by our past. We built communities from the first clusters of families supporting each other in crowded apartments. We built vibrant neighborhoods, cultural centers, and associations like the strong Hmong community here in Wausau. We revolved the social fabric of torn by war. We've embraced education. We've understood that knowledge was the key to our children's future. We pushed them, we sacrificed for them, we stayed up late, helping with homework. We barely understood ourselves. And today, Hmong students are graduating high school, college, and graduate programs at an incredible rate. We have become teachers, nurses, engineers, lawyers, scientists, artists, civil servants, and leaders in every field imaginable. We served our new home. We carried our legacy of loyalty and courage into the U.S. military, serving with distinction. We stepped into civic life, serving on school boards, city councils, state legislators. We became police officers, firefighters, civil servants, protecting and building the community that we now call home. We preserve and evolve our culture. We kept languages alive in our home. We lobby to pass legislation to ensure that the Hmong language will be taught in the schools that our children attend. We celebrate our Hmong New Year, wore traditional pandao clothes, played our playing, sang our kutsia, and still are able to cook our purple sticky rice. But we also created new art, new music, new expression of what it means to be Hmong in America. We learned to navigate these two worlds. And we stand on the shoulders of giants who embody these resilience. We remember the quiet strength of countless elders like my own grandmothers, whose wisdom anchored our family amidst the storms that have come our way many, many times before. We draw inspirations from pioneers like Dr. Txog, one of the first Hmong women to earn a PhD, blazing trails in academia and culture preservation. We celebrate stateswomen like the former Minnesota State Senator Mimoa, the first Hmong American elected states legislator, proving that our voice belonged in the halls of power. We burst with pride for Suni Lee, who soared higher than any of us could have imagined 50 years ago, slipping through the air to become the first Hmong American Olympia and bringing home an all-around gold medal. Her grace and power understood the brightest light, showed the world the heights that our children can reach. And we celebrate leaders like Xyoo Christy Yang, who made history right here in Wisconsin as the first Hmong judge appointed in the state. Her achievements on the bench represents our growing presence and contribution in every pillar of American society. Their triumphs remind us both the painful cultural bridges that we have had to cross and the incredible determination that defines us. These are the vibrant threads of our ever-expanding tapestry. And then my own thread, my journey, is a testament to the doors America opened for a refugee child like myself. My earliest memories are shaped by displacement, by the struggle of those early years. Photography became my sanctuary, my way of expressing a complex identity, Hmong, refugee, and American. But the dream felt impossibly large. An Ivy League education, a career as an artist, and for a girl whose parents only had ever known war and refugee camps, and yet this is the promise of America realized. Because of my parents' relentless work in factories and farms, because of elders who shared stories that became my foundation, because of mentors who saw potential where others might have seen limitations, I carry that Hmong resilience with me all the way to Yale University, where I earned a Master's of Fine Arts. To think about that journey, from the mountains of Laos to the refugee camps to the hollow halls of Yale. At Yale, I learned to wield a camera not just a tool, but as a voice. I honed my craft at one of the world's most prestigious institutions, and today, that journey brings me full circle right here to Wausau. It is a profound honor to be sharing parts of my practice with this community here in Wausau and during the Wausau Hmong Festival, right? The Hmong Wausau Festival. My exhibition, Double Exposure Community Portraits, is on view right now at the Leiyaki Woodson Art Museum, and it runs through August 24th. I just have to give that plug. This work delves deeply into the themes we hold close: the community, belonging, and the intricate layers of identity within the Hmong diaspora. I'm also deeply grateful to be here as an artist in residency, and I will be here through the end of July, engaging directly with the community that inspired so much of my work. As a thriving artist and an assistant professor of photography at the University of Minnesota, I live that dream. Art, my artistic practice, explores memory, landscape, belonging, and the nuanced evolving identity of the Hmong people. It asks questions about home, about loss, about beauty found in resilience. It allows me to reframe our narrative, to show our complexity, our strength, our deep humanity to the world. And now, whether guiding students in Minnesota or connecting through my residency and exhibitions here in Wausau, I cherish the privilege of sharing these tools to tell our personal and powerful stories. Only in America could a Hmong refugee girl like myself walk this path, from trauma to the Ivy Leagues, to shaping young minds and sharing her vision in museums, finding freedom in platforms to explore and express our shared journey through art. So, as we celebrate 50 years, let us commit to being active authors of our next chapter. Let us honor the resilience that brought us here by creating stronger families, creating thriving businesses, creating vibrant art, creating pathways to leadership, creating spaces where our culture will flourish. Let us support each other's creation. Let us document our journey, just not in the history books, but also in the stories we tell through our lives, our work, and yes, through art. Our story is not just one of survival. It is a masterpiece still being painted. It is etched in the lines of our elders' face, captured in the focus of our young generation's eyes, and reflected in the wisdom of our gaze, and framed in images we create to understand who we are as a people. Resilience is our medium. America provides the canvas. We are the artists that we have been waiting for. Every act of courage, every act of creation, every act of community, that is our brushstroke. After 50 years, the most vibrant colors, I believe, have yet to come. So let us keep creating boldly and beautifully. Thank you for letting me speak for the last 10 minutes.
Well, that was inspiring, wasn't it? Awesome. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Pahua's work and exhibit is found throughout the nation and also the world based on her biography. So we're happy that she was here today to share her insights. Very inspirational. Thank you very much. Our next speaker is a man that does not need introduction, because his name pretty much says it all. He is the leader of our state. He has been here to this festival since it started. He supports our community. He supports the whole state of Wisconsin. We are more pleased than ever to have the leader of our state be here today with us as a keynote speaker. Ladies and gentlemen, could I please have you all stand up and please welcome Governor Tony Evers.
Thanks so much, Isaac. He's got a lot of energy, doesn't he? Anyway, it is a real honor and pleasure to be here for the 5th annual Wausau Festival. This event keeps getting better and better, and it's great to come back for my 6th year celebrating with all of you. I want to recognize the work of the folks at the Hmong American Center, Visit Wisconsin, and the city for organizing this outstanding festival. I'd also like to thank the many vendors, and volunteers, and performers who offer their service and their talent to help put on this great event every year. And most importantly, this celebration is an opportunity to immerse in the food, the music, the dance, and the language that are indicative of the vibrant culture and heritage of our Hmong Wisconsin folks. It's a culture that is central to who we are as a state. Members of this community are connected to every aspect of our Wisconsin way of life. As a governor, it has been a top priority of my administration to support the Hmong community here in Wisconsin. In 2021, I was proud to declare May 14th as Hmong Lao Veterans Day, and each year since, we lowered the flags to recognize courage and the sacrifice of veterans, those veterans and their families. And you all know that these individuals bravely fought alongside U.S. troops during the Vietnam War, and I remain committed to ensuring members of this community receive the honor, respect, resources, and support they have earned through their service. Over the years, we have directed millions of dollars to support the long-term success of Hmong service organizations and small business owners across the state. Folks, here in Wisconsin, we are also proud to boast the third largest Hmong population in the nation, an accomplishment that's been helped move Wisconsin forward, particularly in our egg industry. And the success of our $1 billion egg industry in part is due to the many Hmong farmers who help grow, manage, and sell and transport fresh products across the state and nation. Through their incredible work and determination, these folks have helped uphold Wisconsin's place as a leading producer in ginseng for the nation, a badge we wear with honor. The fabric of Wisconsin is aided by the work ethic and the resiliency of the Hmong community, and they bring this every single day, all of which is on display here this weekend. And to ensure that future generations learn about this unique community, last year I signed a bill requiring schools to teach both Hmong and Asian American history in Wisconsin. And I know you all feel this way. I firmly believe that our diversity in Wisconsin is a strength, not a weakness. We must embrace the vibrant cultures and heritage and make our state the great place it is to live, work, and raise a family. That's why festivals like this and celebrations like this are so important. But as always, we have more work to do if we want to continue our tradition of progress, prosperity, and building a brighter future for all who call Wisconsin home. So with that, I'd like to thank everyone again for being here for what is sure to be a great weekend again. And now before I go, I'd like to invite Executive Director Xyoo up here to receive this certificate, bring it every year, on behalf of my office, recognizing this year's Hmong Wausau Festival and the incredible impact this event has on our local community. Yi, come on up here. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Governor Tony Evers, ladies and gentlemen. Let's all give him another round of applause. Your support is appreciated, Governor. Thank you very much. Next up, as a speaker for our event, she has been here before, second leader in the state of Wisconsin, very caring and loving person. She comes to Wausau quite often, visits our businesses, visits our nonprofit. We're more than happy to have her here this year to speak. Ladies and gentlemen, can I have you stand up too, and please welcome the Lieutenant Governor, Sarah Rodriguez.
So good morning, everyone, and thank you for that introduction. It is so wonderful to be with all of you here today for this year's Hmong Wausau Festival. And we normally have many veterans here today, so I want to acknowledge their service and their sacrifice and the multiple contributions that you have made to Wisconsin. Like some of you may know, I am the proud daughter of a Navy veteran who served during the Vietnam War. And when I look at that folded flag in my home, I do want to acknowledge that it is service and it is sacrifice for all the veterans out there today. So it's an honor to be here to celebrate the history and the culture of the Hmong community and stand with so many great leaders who work so hard to better our state. So over the last few years of being Lieutenant Governor, I have had the pleasure of meeting with many businesses, community organizations here in central Wisconsin and throughout the state that work to support the Hmong community. And it has been such a great opportunity to learn how we as a state can do more to support you. I'm proud to be part of an administration that makes honoring and celebrating the diverse and unique cultures of Wisconsin a priority. 2021, thank you. 2021, Governor Evers designated May 14th as Hmong Lao Veterans Day in Wisconsin, and each year since, Wisconsin flags have been flown at half-staff, not only to honor the many Hmong Lao people who bravely fought, but to also mark the day when the last families and soldiers fled Laos. This year marked that 50th anniversary, and you've heard about it today from many of the speakers. Today, Wisconsin has the third largest Hmong population in the United States, with almost 58,000 Hmong residents. This weekend's celebration is a wonderful opportunity to come together and recognize the significant impact of the Hmong American community on Wisconsin. Not only a positive impact on the Wisconsin economy, but the labor force as well. We have continued to grow here in Wisconsin. As our economy has grown, so have the contributions of the Hmong community. Many are entrepreneurs. You only have to look outside this tent to see the impact of the economy that the Hmong community has on Wisconsin. Our state thrives when every community and every family has the same opportunities to better their lives and surroundings. Hmong Wisconsinites are a central part of our cultural fabric, and we must continue to support community events like this that celebrate the community and helps make our state a great place to live. So today, I would like to reaffirm my commitment to supporting the Hmong community to break down barriers to success, to eliminate anti-immigrant rhetoric, and to make Wisconsin a welcoming place for all. Our state becomes better when we can unite over our shared interests, shared stories, and celebrate the lives and achievements of so many here in Wisconsin. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for inviting me, and have fun on the festival.
Lieutenant Governor Sarah Rodriguez, ladies and gentlemen. Another round of applause for the Lieutenant Governor. Supporting our events every year and also supporting our community every now and then when she pays a visit to Marathon County. Thank you, Lieutenant Governor. Our next person coming up here to speak has been here before that supports this community festival. I believe last year his remark was for us to love America, and love America we do. Ladies and gentlemen, our federally elected officials are so important to our state, so important to our nation, and this individual is very important to our community. If I can have you all stand up and let's all welcome Congressman Tom Tiffany.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much to the Hmong Festival for an invitation once again to join you here. I'm going to keep my remarks brief. As you can see, I had my jacket off. It's getting a little bit warm in here, so I'll be sure to keep it brief. On behalf of the Congress of the United States of America and the President, I want to say congratulations to the Hmong Wausau Festival on 8 years. We recognize the the importance of your culture that has come to the United States of America and become part of this great melting pot that we have in the United States of America. But I'm remiss in not saying, there was a pang of memory that has been going through, coursing through me here as we came up with the parade and then watching the dancers here. I'm a girl dad, and had 3 daughters over the course of 18 years that were dancers, and it brings back great memories to see these young dancers up here providing us with such a good performance. I want to pick up on the remarks from our first of the main speakers. She used a couple terms in there that I think are central to this great experiment that is known as America. One is family, and the other one is opportunity. And both of them are at the heart of what has been this grand experiment that has led to the greatest country on the history of mankind to be here for nearly 250 years. And I see it today in the Hmong culture and at this event here. I see families that have gotten together to celebrate here on a glorious July weekend here in Wisconsin, and they are enjoying themselves. Family is at the heart of our society. It builds strong communities, strong states, and a strong bands throughout our society. Family has always been at the heart of the greatness of America. But the other thing that our featured speaker said is embracing the fabulous opportunity that every American is given. We are all given that opportunity when we are born here in America, and those that choose to come to America. Everyone has the opportunity to achieve that great American dream. And I am so glad to hear her celebrate that today here at the Hmong Wausau Festival. So with that, thank you once again for the invitation today. I hope you have many more years of a successful Hmong Wausau Festival here, right in central Wisconsin. And I hope all of you enjoy this beautiful July day in Wisconsin. Thank you so much.
Congressman Tom Tiffany, ladies and gentlemen. Another round of applause for the Congressman. Thank you. It's always great to see our elected federal officials here to our event. Thank you very much for being here. Now, lunch, I believe it's being served right now. Lunch is being served right now. Now, I do want to apologize to all our guests that's not receiving lunch. All our people receiving lunch are our special guests, are our VIP attendees. And so we want to apologize for those that aren't being handed a lunch. Please accept our apology. For all our VIP guests, our distinguished leaders and honored guests, lunch will be served for you. I believe there's a special seating for you. So everyone should be getting a lunch box. And while you eat, please listen as well to the speakers here on stage. We do want to give them our full respect. Bây giờ liệt sĩ nè, giờ phong cho you, bây giờ cho nó cho qua. Nên cũng tới rồi một bộ hai tia, giờ tuân sai của là cũng dài, rau mỏ là rau. Bây giờ phong chữ sinh thì bây giờ nó chuẩn bị cảm đó rồi đó. Bây giờ họ dài được lời sư bây giờ trên đây đó. Để họ nói đây họ sẽ hút chỉ bút rồi. Bây giờ dài chỉ tròn đây, có chỉ chỉ chua. Họ nói đây chỉ bút. Bây giờ chồng muốn cho nó cho qua. Bây giờ phong chữ sinh. Cho họ mới càng nó chữ lỡ tua còn bây lúc nọ vậy bây họ kể của nó trâu vậy chủ yếu mỗi họ chơi chuyện cái nó rổ thì ý họ sưu lên bên nó nọ và nó bây giờ dùng để rổ nhưng để chẳng có chất lá thì nó bây giờ phụ được lợi là bây giờ trên này nó sẽ xảy ra đó bây giờ mong vậy nên để bây giờ đi tu sao thì bây giờ họ mua được lợi là vậy vậy nên của họ này phụ được lợi dài lọ dài tỏ lời thế sư thì mà đi nó này chỉ tao ít đồ trong món nọ bên ngoài nhà ở trên này là họ nên đi sản xuất bún này đi sản xuất bún này tôi chọn tao bên sử dụng một cái gì cũng tệ thế tôi chọn tao này. So going forward, our special guest speakers will continue to be here on stage. Our next speaker is the Executive Director at North Central Technical College. NTC here in Marathon County is so important to the Hmong community. The history of the Hmong community NTC goes back 40 years, almost 50 now. Because when we arrived with no education, the adults with no education did not speak English. In fact, today they're still doing it. They offer those programs to help the adults learn and speak English. So we are very close to NTC. We're very happy that the leaders here today to speak. Please welcome the Executive Director of NTC, Dr. Vicky Japenson.
Good morning. I'm Dr. Vicky Jefferson. I serve as Executive Director of the NTC Foundation and the NTC Property Foundation. On behalf of Dr. Warden, our College Board, and our Foundation Board, thank you for the opportunity to be here today. It is my pleasure to be here to present the third annual Soul Lock Scholarship, which is made possible through collaboration between the Hmong American Center, North Central Technical College, and the NTC Foundation. The Soul Lock Scholarship was the vision of Yi Long Zhang, past Executive Director of the Hmong American Center. We are truly fortunate to have built a strong relationship with such an important community partner, which continues today under the leadership of B. Van Her. Criteria for the scholarship is that it is awarded to a new or continuing full or part-time student enrolled in one of NTC's first responder programs, which include fire medic, emergency medical technician, and criminal justice. To be eligible, the student must also have completed the Soul Lock Security Program at the Hmong American Center in Wausau. The scholarship is awarded in the amount of $1,500 to assist with the cost of tuition and books. I'm honored to announce the recipient of this year's Soul Lock Scholarship, James Yang. James is a recent Wausau West High School graduate who will enroll at NTC this fall in the Criminal Justice Program. In his scholarship application, James mentioned that his most meaningful accomplishment so far was when he joined the Soul Lock Security Program. His plan after completing his education is to become a police officer. Please join me in congratulating James Yang.
Wherever Jinko is. Oh, there he is. Okay, that's Jinko Yonitzi, or his father. So if we can give him a round of applause as well too. Fong, can you come and take a quick picture? Oh, there you are.
Dr. Vicky Japenson, ladies and gentlemen. Another round of applause for the leader at NTC. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the scholarship, NTC. Thank you very much. bây giờ tôi xài rồi ạ. Đây sai bây giờ phô chữ sinh thì giờ là họ đây tà là gì? Nên họ ba giải đây rồi bây giờ phô chữ sinh theo. Rồi họ này sẽ xóa gì? Giờ một đây thì là đi qua chỉ có quốc gia thì là đi sẽ xóa. Bây giờ tôi xài luôn đó. Đây bỏ bây giờ phô chữ sinh ở đây tà là gì? Nên họ ba giải đây rồi bây giờ phô chữ sinh học. I was just making announcements to please pass water to our special guests. If their bottle of water runs out, then more should be coming. So. Next up, speaking. She's a leader in the Hmong community from Dane County in the Madison area. She's an activist. She works for justice in the Hmong community and for all people. She's been to events in the Wausau area before. I believe I've met her once. So a very strong lady. She is in the Dane County Board of Supervisors. Ladies and gentlemen, from Madison, Wisconsin, please welcome Brenda Yang.
Now? Oh, jeez. My apologies about that. All right, I think it's on now. Okay. All right. Nhớ trong số tu, cú lúc đây hùa Brenda, hùa ya, cú yo ấy cũng nói chú số cái nhớ cho thiên trả Dane County Supervisor. Cú sao ở cho gì lên xong cho sĩ hậu cho cú là hai bên lo lụt sâu bên cho bóng cho lúc xưa nó. Thiết giờ này cho tu tốt công lúc trong sinh trí thà cho đi thái tu keng the ice. Cú yo hai lúc bóng vì tê rồi. Một tê cho này mình cả đều nó cho bên nhau ok yo chín nhẹ hay để bên thả cho cái ba thì thái tu keng the ice. Cú sáng có bên cho tu bây giờ mong nhớ học sinh Wisconsin cho tụi tôi cùng lúc trong sinh trí nó vì họ nói cho ít họ và chính kinh hành cho bây cho tụi lúc xưa họ nó họ để cho mình cả bây tư bao thia bây nó sự chính thia bây giờ mong tổ trong đây thế xa cho ba một chỗ để chấm lo thế lúc để chờ và lời chỉ tao muốn rồi họ nói mà nhớ ít họ và trồng trai hành thế thực sinh hành cho bây cho tụi bây giờ bây giờ mong tôi nhớ cho tôi cho mình cả tổ chức cho xong rồi bây giờ thế bây gì tôi kia nhắn là tiêm lo liếc nhớ cho pha thì hai giống tôi là đi nát hồng cả một chỗ tôi chờ thái thế tôi chỗ tôi chờ mình cả bây giờ chỉ sao thì bây giờ mua ít lúc xí hở nhớ tôi chờ mình cả nó hay thì nó chủ yếu là lý hiểu cho bây giờ sao bây giờ cả một chỗ mình đây giờ thì cú yo ít tu nói chứ thế chỉ tao qua ý nhà chậu trai lọ cú cũng trai thì do ice bỏ cú là yon đề cú thế sao cú cho cá mù lúc tây chờ vì cú yo ít tu này tới đã thiên cho họ ta xin nó trong phụ tứ cho nên đâu một cơ thiên sao là mù là lúc tây chờ là cú yên bao hai tia tây rồi nên cho tụ mua có cái chất xanh nó thiên ấy vì lý nó cũng thiết chỉ lúc trong xin thả là ba cho bên cho tụi mong có bên mua ít khỏi theo tôi xin cho nó chứ thì chế đó lộc theo cho là bao bên tây cái sơ sinh thiên nó là tây cái bát chùa thiên là cho hậu lửa ba thì thái bên sinh cho tụi lúc trong xin thả nó yo mua phát sinh đầu lúc trong xin nó yo thả cho cái đi thái you to king the ice yo hay the ice tôi cho các theo hơn lì lo xì theo nhau yo ô lì trà yo hay the ice để con trong đó thở làm cho các cái king lúc chùa lúc xì hở cho đánh chi thế lì giả cái bát thì thấy co thì có chính mình gì nó cho họ kể cỡ nó cú tao chơi Congressman Mark Pocan, Congressman Win Moore, this Senator Tammy Baldwin, cho nó chú tỷ chế đâu, thêm cho nó chú tỷ sinh Wisconsin Representative Francesca Hong, this sinh Wisconsin tu tuần đông tới Sarah Godlewski, thế lúc cho nó chú hồ dây cho tụ tua, là cái tua kia, thế cái bát của thế cái bát thì thay tu king the ice. Gì nó lấy xã nó nên cái chất sinh thế cái nhau xia lấy thiệp bao số trái còn ya cho bé xua tủ lấy cú xã cú thiệp chơi có bé cho mong xua tủ yo chỉ tua cùng lúc trong sĩ thảo nó khó nó yo ít khó và chính kinh hành vì Mark Pocan hết Tammy Baldwin ta tỏ vô hậu lịch chế đó là ba thì thái bé xua tủ là ice do lỡ bỏ hai đứa bé cho mong trông hẹn thêm bé lúc xuân rõ lỡ yo bao để bé chỉnh kinh thêm bé lúc xuân mong đi lúc trong sinh trí nó อยู่มัวโจโถอย่างนี้มัวนี่รู้สต้องนี่โถนี่รู้สต้องอันนี้โชเกียนะอยู่มัวโจโถรู้ยีลิงทูบะที่โกอ้อโจตีรู้เมคองเบงเวตแอนด์ฮอลย้อนโจโฮเมกฟาร์แลนด์ in Dane County พอเชิญย้อนอย่างนี้มัวนี่รู้สต้องนี่โชเกียกูอยู่จีไฮลูมิกานะ GE Sung Sung Erling Avenue McFarland Wisconsin กูสาก็เป็นจะมองชัวตัวกงก็พุ่งก็ลูกเมงคอมเป็นขวดหอเทียบเทียบจะไปจอหน่อยชื่อให้เดียเป็นย้อนตัวเนาะเทียบไปอยู่ที่จอก้ามุมปลอดเต้จะเดียไปที่ย้อนหนึ่งตัวเด้อรอไปย้อนหนึ่งมีกาเทียบไปหมดใจเนาะหัวเต้จะมีกาที่อย่าลิ้นลิ้นตัวเด้อเนาะยอนี่มัวลูนุ่งสีนอรอทอหลังจกูถ่ากูมาเล็กเทนสีเจ้าเนี่ย我讲到这头个那错度那干样上。Hello, my name is Brenda Yang, Dane County Supervisor, and I welcome all the inclusive words and the efforts from elected officials and the work that they have done to make our Hmong community in Wausau and Marathon County seen, heard, that everyone is seen, heard, and valued. However, we are currently living under unprecedented times. So this is my challenge to you. I hope that your words of inclusion will not just be words, but action, especially during this time when the Hmong community is being targeted by this current administration at the federal level. I hope all elected officials here today will honor the Hmong community and each and every single person here by standing up to protect every single person, by not just creating policies that are more humane, but that you all will fight against the dehumanization from this current administration, where people are being captured with no due process and sent to countries they have never lived. The congressman said earlier that we are the great melting pot, but I would like to gently counter that idea. We are not the melting pot. We are a unique culture in a country with existing cultures. And with our own unique cultures, we bring value, not to be meshed into one, but to provide nuance, beauty, and depth. And I look forward to the day when we can truly be in community together without diminishing each other's unique identities, where we are all seen, heard, loved, and valued. Thank you all for your time.
Thank you very much, Brenda. Thank you very much. I was told that we're a little ahead of schedule, so that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Our lineup of speakers today is pretty much concluded. Our next speaker is the chair of this event, who will be making the closing remarks. So, one more speaker, last speaker making closing remarks. We ask that you stay seated to the very end. We're almost getting down to it. So ladies and gentlemen, this gentleman who chairs this event is going on its 8th year. And he's no longer with the Hmong American Center, but he holds this event to be important. He believes this event to be a milestone that the Hmong community has achieved. And he wants it to continue on going bigger and better forward. So ladies and gentlemen, this guy is one of the hardest working individuals I know, a guy who I consider a good friend. Chair of this event, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Xyoo.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much to everybody that is here with us today. As said before, my name is Xyoo, and I had the distinct honor of being the chair again for this year. And I'm so proud to be able to be here as the chair of this event. But I'm also very proud and thankful to the incredible individuals that helped make this event a success. As we gather to close the 8th annual Hmong Wausau Festival morning program, I am filled with an overwhelming sense of gratitude and pride. This gathering has been a beautiful celebration of our heritage, our history, our accomplishments, and our resiliency as a community. First and foremost, I also want to extend my heartfelt thank you to all our sponsors, those who have supported us from the beginning or have supported us now, or those who have supported us in the past. Your generous support has been instrumental in making this festival a reality. Without your commitment, we wouldn't have been able to share our culture and traditions with so many. So thank you for believing in us and our mission. Transitioning from our supporters, let us shine a light on the incredible volunteers who helped make this event a possibility. You are the heartbeat of this festival. Your tireless efforts, dedication, and spirits have woven the fabric of this event together. We could have not done this event without your support. So thank you for your selflessness and your hard work. If you're out there today and you see any of our volunteers, please thank them for their contributions. This committee is ran entirely by volunteers, and it's a mixture of young folks and elders who work together to put this event together. Now, turning our attention to collaboration, we must acknowledge the organizations that partnered with us, especially those who involved us in those tough and difficult discussions from the beginning. Thank you for aligning with our vision and working alongside us to uplift our community. Your collaboration reinforces the strength we have when we come together for a common cause. Next, let's give a huge shout out to our incredible vendors who brought their delicious food, unique crafts, and exceptional services to our festival. You added flavor and uniqueness to our community and our celebration, and we appreciate you for sharing your talent with us. As we continue to celebrate our vibrant community, I would also like to express my deep appreciation and gratitude to our phenomenal athletes and competitors. Thank you for showcasing your determination and passion. You inspire all of us with your dedication, and you remind us of the power of determination. Your spirits lift us and show the strength and talent that resides within our community. While we celebrate, we must also take a moment to honor all our keynote speakers, dignitaries, and other speakers that are here with us today. Your insight, words of wisdom, and presence have enriched this event profoundly. Thank you for taking the time to share your knowledge and for supporting our journey. Last but not least, thank you to each and every single one of you for being here with us today. You grace all of us with your presence, and your presence here is a godsend, and we are so thrilled. You as attendees are the reasons why we host events like these. Building on our gratitude today, we gather here not just to celebrate, but as Governor Evers mentioned, to reflect on the profound journey of the Hmong people in the United States over the past 50 years. 50 years of resilience, 50 years of success, and 50 years of rich contributions that have woven our culture into the diverse tapestry of American life. Before we embrace this significant milestone, let us also remember and honor those individuals who had made sacrifices and paved the way for our achievements. The Hmong people were recruited during a time of turmoil, serving valiantly in a war that was not their own. They stepped forward to protect American lives, gather critical information, and execute their missions, often at an unimaginable cost. We remember the staggering loss. By the end of that conflict, 1/3 of Hmong men were killed. All of basically the age 16 to 40 was non-existent. For every American pilot that was saved, 30 Hmong lives were lost. And this tragedy did not stop here. There was countless women and children that also suffered, bearing the weight of that painful legacy. As we reflect on this history, consider how our Hmong ancestors arrived in this country with little more than clothes on their back, carrying with them the spirit of hope and determination. They faced incredible hardships, yet they continue to proceed forward. Today, they and we have turned trials into triumphs. From saving the ginseng industry in Marathon County to propelling and supporting and growing local factories, Hmong contributions has been vital. We boast one of the largest Hmong sewing companies in the nation and thriving community of Hmong professionals, enhancing our economy and enriching our society. Standing here today, I am incredibly proud to be an American, especially a Hmong American. We have risen from adversity, transformed challenges into opportunities, and built communities that exemplify strength, unity, and pride. Together we celebrate our legacy and our achievements together. As we draw the curtain on this 50th anniversary, remember this. This is just the beginning. Next year, we will be honoring another landmark, the arrival of the very first Hmong family in Wausau, who dared to call this place their home. In closing, let us continue to carry forward this spirit of unity, resilience, and gratitude, honoring the past while striving forward towards a future filled with hope and promise. Together, we can ensure that the stories of our ancestors inspire generations to come. Thank you all for being a part of this incredible occasion. Here's to a bright future with promise built on the foundation of our shared history. As we move forward from this festival, let's carry the spirit of unity and celebration with us. Let's celebrate the past. Let's continue to inspire. Remember the sacrifices, empower and uplift one another as we pave the way for next generation. And together we can achieve great things. Once again, thank you all. Thank you to each and every single one of you for making this festival an unforgettable success. Here's to our community, here's to our heritage, here's to our past, and here's to our bright future. Thank you all, everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our morning speaking agenda. Thank you so much for being patient and listening to this morning's program. Next up on stage is the fashion show, I believe. So don't leave too quick. Next up on stage is the fashion show. We want you to enjoy that too. If not, go and enjoy the sports activities. Go support the vendors. Go support the nonprofits. And I'll see you next